worth it. It's really not worth it. So yeah, no. It's not that effective. I wouldn't recommend using them at all. Next up, I'm just gonna give them solid 2. Next up, we've got Baby Dragon. So I use this guy in my deck. I don't know. It's actually a pretty good card. Not as good as Inferno Dragon. Now it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for that splash damage, then Baby Dragon does it. But if you're looking for that one laser beam, it's Inferno Dragon, and Inferno Dragon does more damage, and it's more worth the 4 elixir. Like, I'd say Inferno Dragon should be a 5 elixir card. And I mean, I'm not complaining that it's 4 elixir, but yeah, no, Baby Dragon, pretty good, but it depends what you're looking for. Splash damage or beam damage. I prefer Inferno Dragon out of the 2. But yeah, no, Baby Dragon, I'm going to give it an 8. It's a pretty good card. Especially when you have, like, level 10 star level 1. It's really good. Dark Prince. I don't know too much about this card. I know that he's fast, and he can run and hit towers, and he does pretty good damage. If I remember well, his health isn't great. He can attack people, so I'm not going to rate this card because I don't know that much about him. Like, I don't know enough about him. Next up, we've got Hunter. I'm going to directly just tell you straight up, I'm skipping this card. I barely know anything about him. If you want to counter him, maybe I'll tell you. I don't even know. Next up, we've got Lumberjack. I've seen him a lot, but I still don't know that much about him. I know a lot of people pair him up with a Rage Spell. Like, a lot of people pair him up with a Rage Spell. And I mean, that makes sense because he hits fast, and he hits pretty hard. He hits pretty hard. Like, he's not too good, but he's not too bad. He's not bad at all. But yeah. Oh no, what happened? Oh, here, okay. So I'm gonna give him a 3. I mean, sorry, no, a 4.5. Next up we've got Inferno Dragon. So like I was saying earlier, it should be a 5 elixir card because it's pretty good. It does really good damage. To counter it, I do Minion Horde. Now it does usually take out half the Minion Horde at least, but you know, the Minion Horde does takes it out. It's not. It's really annoying when somebody puts like a freeze spell on it. That is very annoying, but yeah, no, I don't know. This guy, he is in my dream deck. But I've pretty much said everything I need to say about him while I was talking about Baby Dragon. So, yeah. I'm gonna give this guy a solid 9. And the reason why I'm not giving him 10 is because, well, his beam does cause problems sometimes. You know, Baby Dragon, for example, it easily counters Skarmy, though Inferno Dragon, it's not the same story. It's not the same story at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So next up we've got Electro Wizard. I know pretty much good. One thing I don't know that much about him is how much damage he does. I don't know too much how much damage he does. Pretty good card, but could use some tweaks. He can hit more than one person at a time. That's useful. Is it worth 4 elixir? No, it's not. It's probably worth 3 elixir. Would be a more reasonable thing, I'd say. But yeah. So next we got Night Witch. I'm going to directly skip this card. I know nothing about it. I literally know nothing about it. I know she has a staff. Pretty sure she has ice powers. I don't know. I don't even know. Magic Archer. This guy he's pretty good. Like, he can pretty much take out an entire Skarmy. I don't know if his arrow can go through, like, normal people. Like, if there was, like, for example, 5 barbarians, if it could go through all of them. I don't know. I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. He's a pretty good card. He's worth 5 elixir, even though he's 4 elixir. He's definitely worth 5. I'm going to give him a solid, a solid 7. A solid 7. Yep. Next up, we've got Mother Witch. All I have to say about this card is it's, like, freaking annoying. It is so annoying. It is really annoying. And it's hard to counter. Like, one thing, straight up, don't use Minion Horde to counter it. Do not use Minion Horde. Whatever you do, just don't. Minion Horde's the last thing you want to counter it with. Because when Mother Witch kills a minion, it turns in... Like, when Mother Witch kills somebody, they turn into a hog. And it's so annoying. It's not worth 4 elixir. It's worth 6 elixir. This card needs to be a 6 elixir card. I don't know how much damage she does. I know she does. I'm not too sure about her health. But, yeah, no. She's annoying. I wouldn't use her in my dream deck, but she's annoying. I'm going to give her an 8 out of 10. Valkyrie. Most people actually use her. I don't, because, like, I have more important cards for me, that, like, things that work better with my skill that I use. So, yeah, no, I think she if I were to choose, I would take her. I wouldn't choose her as a rare card. I'd put her as a epic card. I think they should. I mean, technically, Executioner is a more advanced version of her. They should make, like, a legendary version of her, because if you didn't already know, like, Executioner is not a legendary. I'm pretty sure he's epic. Pretty sure. I can't remember. Well, right now I'm on statsroyale.com, so it just tells me what all the cards look like. Anyways, so, yeah, Valkyrie, she easily counters a Skarmy. To counter Valkyrie, I would say Pekka. Pekka or Mini Pekka. I don't know about Mega Knight, never used him against her. Inferno Dragon too. Inferno Dragon's good. Same thing, always Minion Horde's good. Skarmy is the last thing you want to do, because she just takes it out super easily. Barbarians also, she takes them out easily. So yeah. I'm gonna give her a good 7.5. Musketeer, it just saddens me. Like, it's not a good card. It's easily countered by Pekka, or Mini Pekka, or Sparky, or even Skarmy. Like, yeah, no, it's easily countered. I wouldn't suggest using Minion Horde, though, just because, yeah, I just wouldn't. Now, it's not worth 4 elixir. It's honestly, it's not, like, I wouldn't put it as rare. I'm pretty sure it's a rare card. I'd put it as a common card. And I put it as 3 elixir card. They didn't need to make 3 musketeers. They should have either taken out musketeer or 3 musketeers. One of the two. Yeah, no, she's just not, I wouldn't recommend using her. Next up, Mini Pekka. Really, I use him in my deck. He's a really good card. He's really useful. It is really annoying because most people counter him with Skarmy, and when they do, he gets taken out. Same thing with Prince. He gets taken out really quickly, and even if you have time to put in arrows, by the time those arrows hit the Skarmy, he's already at like 3/4 half health. So that's that, but he does like a butt ton of damage to the towers. Like, he's really strong. So I'm going to give him solid 9 out of 10. Now, the reason why I'm not giving him a 10 is because he's easily countered by Skarmy. Next up, Hog Rider. So, this guy, I use him in my deck, and he would be in my dream deck. Now, there's a problem with him. He is extremely easily countered. Now, this is why I think he should be a 3 elixir card instead of a 4 elixir card. Good, very good in draft battle touchdown. Really good card, hard to counter. Although in like a normal battle, I'd suggest using Skarmy. Just play Skarmy right by the Princess Tower. Inferno Dragon 2. Baby Dragon 2, if you really need to. Barbarians. Minion Horde, you could. But if you do Minion Horde, you're going to have to do it right by the tower. And he's at least going to score 1 hit to the tower. And he does good amount of damage. So and he's fast. One thing I love is he can jump over like the ravine. Like he doesn't have to use the bridges. Yeah, he could use a bit of improvement on the health. Yeah, no. Anyways, so I'm going to give this guy an 8, because he's a bit high on elixir, but I think it's pretty much worth it. If this was a thing, I'd make it a 3.75 elixir, but that's not a thing. So yeah, next up we've got Battle Ram. So this thing is really good in draft touchdown, sorry. Like, I was going against my friend, and I won all 3 times using that one card. In a, like, ladder battle, though, no, just don't use him. It's really easy to counter. Really easy. Like, you could pretty much use anything you want. He's pretty quick. Not as quick as Prince. To counter him, though, I'd suggest using Pekka, Skarmy, yeah, maybe Spear Goblins, Goblin Gang. But yeah. So I'm gonna give them a good 3. Yeah, 3 it seems reasonable for their card, and it's not worth 4 elixir. It's worth like 2 or 3. Zappies. I don't know too much about them, but I know enough. They're weak. They suck. They're not worth 4 elixir. Don't use them. They're just a 2. They're just a 2. Flying Machine. I'm gonna skip this one because I don't know too much about it. Yeah. Battle Healer. Same thing. Don't know too much about it. Gonna skip it. Knight. Don't use him. I know, like, I'm sure a bunch of professional players do use him. He's got great health. Really bad damage, though. And when he does go to the towers, he does a bit more than Miner. Like, yeah, he really sucks. So I wouldn't, like, and he's easily countered. Like, Prince, Mini Pekka, Skarmy, Minion Horde. Like, I could name so much that you're easy to counter him. Inferno Dragon, Mega Knight, Pekka. I don't know, like, even like Goblin Gang, Bats. Like, there's just so many things that can counter him because he's not good. He's a good distractor, yes, but otherwise I just don't recommend him. So I'm gonna give him like a 3.5. Next up, we've got archers. I'm just gonna straight up tell you, they are probably like they're just useless. Honestly, useless. Great, if they hit the towers, good for you. You got like 100 damage on the towers. Great, but like, really, I don't recommend them at all. Now, obviously, you have to use them in the starter deck, I'm pretty sure. But later on, I just recommend taking them off. For all of those who disagree with me, just, like, shame on you. They actually suck. Like, it can easily be countered. They have barely any health. Like, Skarmy, arrows, fireball, yeah, no, they're just super easily countered. Not a good card. So I'm going to give them a 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. And they're not worth 3. They're worth 2 elixir. Minions. So it's basically Minion Horde, but with 3 minions instead of 6. I don't know if they're stronger or not, but I'd say worth 2 elixir. I'd say worth 2 elixir. And if you disagree with me, that's fine, but I'd say worth 2 elixir because, like, when you're in, like, Arena 5 and 6, they're just useless. You can't, like, arrows do a lot of damage on them. Fireball can take them out straight away. They're easily countered. Like, yeah, no, I tell you, just don't use them. Maybe in Arena 3. You can use them in Arena 3, sure, to counter, like, Knight. But otherwise, don't. Just don't. Yeah, no. So I'm going to give them a 3.5. Goblin Gang. I love this card, too. They're pretty strong. I mean, like, their health sucks, but they're pretty strong. If you get them by a tower, like, they'll easily take the tower out for you. If you know what Goblin Barrel is, then it's that better, a lot better. Now, Goblin Barrel, you might disagree because Goblin Barrel, you can put it anywhere on the map. These guys, you can't, but these guys, you've got the arrows, goblins, and the goblins, and it is worth the elixir because goblins and spear goblins, they cost 2 elixir, and this only costs 3. Now, that's, like, huge advantage. Like, I wouldn't say dream deck type, but, like, great card. Like, 8 out of 10. Straight up 8 out of 10. But yeah, to counter them, I'm not too sure. Fireball maybe, arrows maybe. But yeah, maybe Electro Wizard. But maybe not, because I don't know Electro Wizard's range that much. Yeah. Skeleton Barrel, I'm gonna have to skip it. I don't know it that well. Next card, Firecracker. I know her pretty well. She's annoying to get to. That's the problem. She is annoying to get to. I wouldn't say use her. I think she's a 3 elixir card. I think she's worth a 4 elixir card. But I mean, she's not a bad card. Don't get me wrong. She's not a bad card. She's just not very practical, and she is easy, but at the same time hard to take out. Like, Mini Pekka, great to take her out. Prince, great to take her out. Skarmy, not so great, because I'm pretty sure her attacks are wide attacks. But, yeah. Wow, geez, we're almost at an hour. 51 minutes and 15 seconds right now. Okay, next up, Skarmy. I love this card. This is on my dream deck. And it's also in my current deck. So I love this card so much because you can counter so many people. Like, I'm just going to list them all. Musketeer, Golem, not Electro Giant, not, okay, this is going to take too long. Never mind, I'm not going to list them all. But still, they're a great card. To counter them, I would propose Princess if she's far away. Arrows. If you have to, Minion Horde. Sparky if he's far away. I mean, not too far because his range isn't that far, but yeah. Not Mega Knight because, yeah. Executioner. Yeah, Executioner. Yeah. So I'm going to give them a solid 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, this card. Such a useful card. Okay. Next here we've got guards. So I don't know too much about these cards. I'm going to skip. I know they're probably not worth 3 elixir. They're probably worth 2. Ice Wizard. This guy, he's pretty good. Like, he could theoretically take out an entire Skarmy. I've never used him. Like, literally never used him. And his powers are pretty good. They could probably improve his health a bit more. But, yeah, you can't make them too overpowered, right? So, yeah, my friend uses him in his deck. Yeah, pretty good card. Pretty good card. Worth. I wouldn't say it's worth the elixir. I say it's worth 4 elixir, not 3. I'm gonna say that straight up. I'm gonna give him a solid 7. Yeah, 7. Next up, we've got Princess. So she is currently on my deck. She's a really good card. Now, her health sucks. She can easily be taken out by a log or by arrows, fireball. What was that bomb? What was that bomb called again? Let me see. What was it called? Oh yeah, rocket. Yeah, or rocket. Yeah, that's easy to counter her with. Yeah, like I said, she's good against witch. If you placed her far away, that's my best counter. And she's also good against Skarmy if you place her a bit farther away. She's kind of just the person to be behind the scenes. Like, yeah, she just needs to be behind the scenes. Now, is she worth 3 elixir? No, she's not. She's worth 4 elixir. To me, she's worth 4 elixir. They could do, like, just a tiny bit of health improvement. Like, her health is, like, that bad. It's really bad. Next up, we've got Miner. So, Miner straight up sucks so much. Miner is really bad. Like, really, really bad. I don't recommend him any. He's normally the first, like, Princess and Miner, one of the two is normally the first legendary you get. If you're excited about it, like getting Miner, great, you have a legendary, still wouldn't recommend him. If you got Princess as your first legendary, even as, like, after Miner, I'd recommend using Princess, yeah. Miner, just no. He's just really, really bad. And he's easily countered, but he doesn't need to be countered. Like, you could just spawn in, like, I don't know, you could just spawn in something really weak. Or, like, yeah, you could spawn in, like, bats, and it just take care of him. Like, you don't even have to spawn in anything. It barely does any damage to, like, the towers. Like, it take, I don't know, Mega Knight 2 hits to do the damage that Miner does in a lifespan. Like, he's really not good. Is he worth his elixir? Yeah, I'd say he's worth his elixir. But I'm going to have to solid, straight up give him a 1 out of 10. Bandit is in my dream deck. I absolutely love Bandit. I think Bandit is probably one of my favorite cards. Like, Sparky, Minion Horde, and Bandit are, like, my 3 favorite cards of all time. And I mean, obviously you're probably like, no, Skarmy, because you said 10 out of 10 for Skarmy. But I mean, like, I don't know why, I just love them so much. Bandit is on my dream deck. Bandit is really useful for hitting towers and is kind of easily countered. But at the same time, Bandit doesn't have a long lifespan normally. Bandit just quickly goes, like, you have to if you're going to spawn in Bandit, do it right by the bridge. As an emergency thing, I wouldn't recommend using it because, yeah, I don't know, it's just not, it's more of like a tower hitter. She can attack people, but she gets killed pretty easily. She does really good damage on the towers, and I love her zooming attack. It's like, because if you, like, spawn somebody in front of her, she quickly zooms to the tower, and it takes them more time to get to her. Like, yeah, no. So I'm going to give her a solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. The reason why I didn't give her 10 is because when she attacks other people, she does barely any damage. Next up, we've got Royal Ghost. So this guy, he's not great. I don't have that much to say about him. I don't have that much to say about him. Because I don't know too much. I mean, I know a good amount about him. I just don't know too much. So I'm gonna give him a 5. A 5, yeah. 5 is good. Fisherman, I know one thing he does is bring people closer, but that's it, so I'm gonna have to skip him. Next up we have Mega Minion. I don't recommend this card. I actually recommend Minions more than this guy. Like, Minion Horde can easily take him out. I think even Minions can easily take him out. Like, yes, sure, he is annoying to take out, but he's just not worth it. He's just not worth having in your deck, and he's not worth spending 3 elixir. They could have made him an epic card, made him 4 elixir, and pumped him up a lot better. But otherwise, I don't even think he should be called Mega Minion. He should just be called, like, Armored Minion. Like, he's really not that good. So I'm going to give him a 3. Next up, we've got Dark Goblin. I don't know too much about Dark Goblin. I don't know enough. I'm just going to skip it. E-Golem. Elixir Golem. This man, I thought he was like 7 elixir. He's 3 elixir. 3 elixir! This guy is overpowered. When you kill him, he splits into 2 other goblins. When you kill him again, when you kill those, they split into 4. Like, this, and he does really good damage to the towers. Like, I love this guy. He's not on my dream deck, but I love him. He's a really good card. When I learned he was 3, I was, like, overexcited. I was like, whoa, jeez, this guy's 3? So, yeah, no. This guy, 8. Solid 8 out of 10. Solid 8. No, you know what? No. 9.5. Yep. Next up we've got Goblins. I'm not gonna say anything about them. I don't recommend using them. And but yeah. No, Goblins. Yeah, I don't recommend using them. So oh wow, we hit the 1 hour mark. I'm just gonna give them a solid 3. 3 is good. Next up, we've got Bomber. Now, he's really good against Skarmy. You can just take out an entire Skarmy. Easily countered, though. He's probably actually better than Goblins, but wouldn't recommend using him. He actually, if you're looking for at least 1 low elixir card in your deck, I'd recommend him as the low elixir card. And talking about low elixir, I'm saying like 2 and under. So 1 and 2 elixir. Probably I'd pick this guy if I were willing to have one. Either him or Wall Breakers. But yeah. So I'm gonna give him a 5. He deserves 5. Spear Goblins, pretty much same thing as Goblins, except I'm gonna give him a 3.5 because wolves. They're just better because they have a bit more range and they can attack people in the air. Next up, we've got Bats. So these guys are too easily countered for my liking. They're too easily countered. They're not strong enough. Now, they are annoying when you spawn in, like, I don't know, somebody on the ground. Let's say Lumberjack, for example. I'm just picking a random card. And somebody spawns in those. It's really annoying. But, you know, I'm going to give them a 2. A 2, yeah. Next up, Wall Breakers. I like these guys. I wouldn't use them on my deck, but I like these guys. Same thing with the Bomber. Like, if you're looking to have a low elixir card, I'd either recommend these guys or Bomber. But yeah, no. So they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I'm gonna give them a 5, a 5 too. Ice Golem. I don't know too much about him. I know I'm gonna skip him. Skeletons. Just don't. Just don't. If you use skeletons, that's just sad. Just quit Clash Royale. Just don't. Just really don't. Okay? I'm gonna give him a 0. Just don't. Ice Spirit. I'm pretty sure. Does it freeze people? I don't know if it does. I'm pretty sure it does. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Ice Spirit is Ice Spirit, Fire Spirit, and Electro Spirit. I'm speaking for all the spirits. I'm gonna give them a 1. They cost 1 elixir. They're about 1. 1's good enough. Now I know I said I was gonna be rating all the cards in Clash Royale, but really I meant all the troops. So in the next one I'll be rating the buildings, and the one after that I'll be rating all the spells. So yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. We're trying to hit 15 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could quickly hit that subscribe button, that would help a lot. You could also leave a like on the video. Share it to any beginners. Like, I think this is a good thing for beginners. For the ones that are upcoming too are probably good for beginners. I know I'm probably not professional, and I know my opinion about the cards is probably really bad, but I don't know. From my experience of the game, this is how I'm putting it. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, link in the description to my Discord server, so you guys can go check that out. Bye.